Hey guys, back for another Theros 4322 draft. With a pretty decent pack actually. Best card in the pack. I mean, Shipbreaker Kraken is a pretty solid card. Definitely a good way to win the game. A 6-mana 6/6 is a pretty good beater. The only thing that sucks about taking the Kraken here is just the fact that, I mean, in my opinion, the next best cards are definitely blue. And I mean, if somebody takes this and then gets this maybe like fourth, fifth pick, they're gonna think blue's quite open. However, I don't think that's a reason to not take the Shipbreaker Kraken. I don't think it's worth taking Lasher, Reed, or even that latest Disciple here just to try to cut this early. I think I'm just gonna take the Kraken here and be pretty happy about opening a I guess you could call it a bomber. It can definitely win some games. So we're just going to take it here and keep in mind that we might get cut from blue pack 2. Alright, so definitely happy to see some more good blue cards here. Best cards in the pack are probably the Wingsteed Rider, the Nimbus Naiad. Dissolve's very good as well. It's nice to be able to just answer anything with it. And other mentionable cards like Shipwreck Singer is very powerful. Strong-Hearted Warrior is pretty good too in the right deck. Skull Cleaver is good in an aggressive strategy, and the Oreod is also a decent bestow creature as well. But we're just going to snipe up this Naiad and be pretty happy about that. And yeah, so again, like these packs are pretty solid, and we could go either way. I mean, a rare and a common was taken, or a foil. I mean, the only common that I could see being taken is Lightning Strike, but I'd probably take Grey Merchant over Lightning Strike. And, I mean, there's tons of rares you take over any of these. I mean, we could just take the blue card, which I don't think is necessarily the incorrect pick. We could also try to take the Grey Merchant here, and maybe wheel the, can't remember his name. I just mentioned him, the blue-black, the 1/2 flyer there that makes my opponent's creatures attack. We could try to wheel that. We could also take Heliod's Emissary and go into like a nice blue-white strategy. But I think I'm just going to take the blue card. I know we're passing some good cards, but let's just take the blue card to maybe get a better idea of what's open. So yeah, I mean, the best card in the pack by far is definitely the Erebos' Emissary. The thing that sucks about taking a black card here is we did pass like the Grey Merchant, but I'm definitely not unhappy about this pick. And I do think there is some merit to taking the only blue card in that pack. Is that maybe if somebody takes up the Thassa's Emissary or the Nimbus Naiad, they're not going to be pretty happy with the packs that they see, just because it's going to be short on blue cards. But yeah, we'll take the best card in the pack here. I honestly don't think there's any other card in here worth taking over it. There's definitely some playable cards in here, just nothing I'm really overly excited playing. And it's a bestow card to put on our Triton Fortune Hunter, which is good too. And wow, that is a nice 5th pick, Thassa's Emissary. Very happy to see that. I mean, if this wasn't in the pack, I'd be fine taking the Return Phalanx or the Tormented Hero. But can't complain about the 5th pick, Thassa's Emissary. Very, very happy to see that. Makes me think blue's open, which is pretty cool. And here, probably just going to take the Cavern Lamphead. Decks with a bunch of bestow creatures, from my experience, are very good. It just allows you to get some good 2-for-1s. You know, they waste the removal spell on it, and you're still left with a 2/2 or 3/3, which is pretty nice. And the Intimidate in some matchups can actually just represent a clock that they can't answer. So we'll be happy taking the only good black card in that pack. Let me get this. I mean, the best card in the pack by far is the Time to Feed, and I think that's just going to be the pick. We're not, there's no blue or black card in here, so we don't need to cut it to signal or anything, which I would probably take a mediocre blue or black card just to try to signal my opponent, but I am just going to take the best card, and we're not necessarily committed to black either. And just take the Time to Feed. We might go green. And here, I will take the Nihilatus Disciple over any of these other cards. Like, I could take Thassa's Bounty and a Monarch Wall because we are going to be in those colors, or we're going to be blue for sure. But I'm just going to take the Disciple. I know we are short on we're already high on 4 drops, and it is double black. It's not really the most aggressive card, but it's a fine card to bestow on. Gets cards out of their hand, and I think it's probably better than the Monocle or Thassa's Bounty here. Okay. Well, I mean, there is a chance we still go red. So, I mean, we could take this for a 3-drop. Or we could also just take the Unicorn. I've never been happy playing Unicorn in a 2-color deck. But it can help. I think I'm going to take it here because we don't know exactly what we're doing. It can allow us to splash if we need to. And it can help us get to like a Shipwreck or Kraken. Also, if we do go into black, it can help us get to our sips too, if we do take any sips. And we will dissolve. Wheeling Dissolve is nice. I mean, it does make sense that we pass, because we did pass. This is our, I guess this isn't our original pack. This is the pack that we took the Nimbus Naiad from. So, very happy to see that come back. And I'll take an Null for the sideboard. Scholar is very good, but we're not playing white, so. And I'll just take the black card. Try to signal that black. Same with this. Take the March, just sort of signal that black. I mean, those don't necessarily signal that black's open, but it's a decent pack one. We got some pretty good cards. Probably we got 3 playable black cards, so we're gonna try to lean towards black a bit. But there's a good chance that blue and black get cut from this pack, and we might have to move into green. So definitely some good cards in here. Curse of the Swine is very good, but I've actually been pretty unimpressed with it, and for that reason, I am going to take the Ordeal here. I mean, I could very easily take one of these green or black cards, but there's no reason when we're definitely playing blue to just take the blue card. And Vaporkin being common, hopefully we'll see more. And Ordeal is very good. It goes really well with our Triton Fortune Hunter, and I would like to try to do like a blue-black beatdown strategy. And maybe we do wheel one of these blue cards, which will be nice. So yeah, we'll definitely take the Ordeal here. Well, this pack has nothing for us. Has no black cards. Has no good blue cards. I really don't want to take this Breaching Hippocamp. I think I'm going to take the Lightning Strike. I mean, I could take the Flesh Mad Steed, but I really don't think... I mean, I could take another Time to Feed. But I think I'm just going to take the best card overall. And red-white can actually do some damage. I know we do have 3 playable black cards, but nothing wrong with wasting a couple picks on some cards. Take the Lightning Strike just in case red's open. Alright, well, I mean, this is awkward. Like, I think the best card in the pack is probably like the Eidolon and the Sip. I mean, we do see some white cards, which means white could be open. Fnatic if we wanted to stick to red. I think if there's any card in here I'd want, like, do I just take the Sip and hope black's open? It's not really what I want to... I think I am going to take the Sip because we already got some playable black cards. I know what I'm not going to take a Fate Foretold over like an Eidolon or a Sip, but I feel like we are going to have to make a decision here pretty soon. And if there was a better red card, I'd probably take it, but I mean, Fnatic is not really what I want to do unless I'm heavy red. Like 4 mana, 2 toughness creatures are not the greatest. I think I'm just going to take the Sip here. Yeah, I mean, no blue card in here I really want to play. Dark Betrayal is a sideboard card, and if we were in red, I mean, it might be a little bit too late for the Rage Blood Shaman, so I think I'm just going to take the Reed Bones, be pretty happy about that. And, yeah, I mean, Sealock Monster, great card, but I do need to, you know, I said I wanted to be an aggressive strategy, but Return Phalanx having, I mean, playing a 2-mana 3/3 on turn 2 is pretty solid against some aggressive decks. And we are going to have hopefully a pretty decent late game here. Plus it also helps our curve into Disciples and if we pick up any Grey Merchants. So I think it's going to be better than Sealock Monster just because sometimes playing a 5-mana 5/5 that can't attack for 3 turns isn't the greatest either. So we'll just take the Phalanx Leader here. And so let's just hide this Lightning Strike for now, and we'll hide the Time to Feed, and let's hide the Unicorn just because I prefer not to play it if I can help it. And I could take the Feldhide Minotaur here. But I'm going to take the Read the Bones because I think Read the Bones is going to be the best card for our deck. However, like Minotaur does hold like an Ordeal pretty well, but they come around quite more often than the Read the Bones. So I'm going to take the Read the Bones here, and yeah, so definitely going to take the. Actually, I might take the Steed here if we do want to go on the Ordeal plan. I guess like all of our 3-drops can hold Ordeals pretty well, but we got some 3-drops already. Let's just take a 2-drop here, and Boon of Erebos is a card I like in a deck like this. That allows you just to attack into stuff, and you know, if you target heroic, great. If not, you pay 2 life to save your guy, which is pretty cool. I do like Scourge Mark as well, but I think I like the Erebos, just the boon, just a little bit more. And I'm not a big fan of Swan Song, so we'll just take the boon. And here, I'm not gonna hate any of these white cards. I'm just gonna hate. Excuse me. I'm just gonna hate the trick that can potentially kill me. I don't really want another 4-drop. I think I'm gonna take another boon here. Definitely lets us push through some damage. And I mean, Bronze Sable's definitely playable in our deck as a 2-drop filler. I might just want to take this Return Centaur maybe to cut black. No, I think I might take the Bronze Sable. We might need it for our deck. And Lost in the Labyrinth, I'm fine playing a 1-of against any black deck that has a bunch of the 1/1 Death Touch, or the deck running a bunch of Sedge Scorpions. And I'm going to take the Spark Jolt here just in case we do play like Harpies or the 1/1 Death Touch. Thassa's Bounty is a fine card. I'm going to hide it for now. It's not really what we want to be doing in this deck. So we definitely need to pick up a few more creatures. I don't really want to play the Bronze Sable if I don't have to. Hopefully blacks open this pack. I mean, we picked up some, you know, playable black cards. Read the Bones, a couple 2-drops, some boons, a sip. Blue was definitely cut from that pack, which we did expect, but I do expect blue to be open a bit more this pack. And yeah, I'm actually fine taking Wavecrash Triton here. It's a little unfortunate that there's no like Voyage's End or Griptide, but I don't think we need a third Read the Bones, and Wavecrash Triton's very good with targeted abilities. So take the Wavecrash Triton here, pretty happy about that. It has a nice body on it. Its ability can be pretty good in a racing situation, especially against the decks that want to, you know, build a bear and just play their like 2-3-drop and just, you know, load it with enchantments and make it bigger. It's very good against those type of decks. But yeah, I like where our deck is here. Got a removal spell, got some card draw, got some decent creatures. I definitely like it. Looking for Voyage's End, Griptide. I take another Ordeal. I'd really like to see some Vaporkins. For a common, you don't really see too many, or from my experience anyway, you tend not to see that many Vaporkins. All right. So, well, there's no blue cards, but fortunately we got a Whip of Erebos, which is nice. We'll never complain about a whip. Gaining life is great, getting value off returning creatures is great. Unfortunately, we're probably not getting anything back from this pack, or the other pack, so I mean, we'll take Whip here. Let's hope we get some decent creatures. We need creatures in this deck. I mean, I want 2-drops, and I don't really want Sealock Monster. I don't really want Burnished Heart. Cavern Lamphead's fine. I think we just need to worry about our curve. We might get one of these back. I mean, sure, these cards are definitely better than the Phalanx, but we just want to get our curve going. So I'll take the Phalanx there. And here, I mean, this is a little underwhelming. I might take the Amulet and splash that Lightning Strike. That seems a little poor, but I don't really want either one of these cards. I don't really want March of the Return. Yeah, you know what? Let's just... I'm going to hedge here. Let's just take the Magma Jet. Maybe we get a way to splash. It's a little greedy, but... I'm trying to think here. You could get back Boon, Dissolve, Read the Bones, and Sip. Maybe it's worth playing Demonic Wall. I mean, we're not playing any of these other cards. I don't really want to play this guy. I mean, I actually, you know what? If we are splashing red, Like we got the lightning strike and the magma jet. And if we take up the Triton here, it might be worth splashing red. So yeah, I'm actually gonna take the Triton here. And wow, this is nice. This is nice. I mean, we don't need a third return Phalanx. Really like Freakus Curate. It's so good against certain decks. It's so good. I don't really want another 4-drop. I think I'm going to take the Cure because against certain decks, it's just very, very, very good. So right now, if we're splashing red, we already have 23 cards. And Rescue from the Otherworld actually isn't that good in our deck. We don't really have too many enter the battlefield effects. I don't think I want a third return Phalanx. I think I'm just going to take the Gainsay for the sideboard and be pretty happy about that, actually. I don't want a third boon. I think the third Phalanx is better than the third boon. So we'll take the Phalanx here. Maybe we want to play Unknown Shores. I've actually never played with that card. I'm just not a big fan of the colorless land, but I'm gonna take it here. I mean, sure, we could like hate Fanatic or hate Last Breath or whatever, but I'm gonna take Unknown Shores. Maybe we play it, maybe we don't. Same thing here. I'm just gonna take it, whatever. Ooh, we got Cavern Lamprey back. That's very nice. I think it's better than the Viper's Kiss for the board. Let's just take that. I know we've passed enough enchantment removal, but we don't want this, and I'm just gonna take somebody's option away to get rid of our whip, and we do have some good enchantments and stuff, so let's take that. So our deck turned out okay. We're a little low on creatures, but it's not the end of the world. So that's 24. Our deck's okay. I don't like that most of our 2-drops can't attack. This is definitely not the deck I had intended to build. And that was the problem. Like, blue was definitely cut pack 2, which we lost out on. So, I mean, if we wanted to play red, we do have the Unicorn. And I think, like, these 2 cards are definitely worth a splash, in my opinion. And I think we have the cards to do it. So, all the blue cards, and then I guess this would be part of our splash. It does look like we don't need to splash red, but I do think it's something to consider. So let's put all the cards in here that are definitely playable. And having double read the bones is going to help us with our splash. Find the red land that we need. We probably don't need 3 Phalanx, but I'll just put everything in our deck that's playable. And yeah, so we have a 23 card deck without our red splash. I mean, I could play this guy. I don't think we need another 2-drop. Like Ordeal, we can just play on a 3-drop. It's fine. I do like Phalanx. Like, it just blocks early, and then we could, you know, bestow onto it and attack later when we want to. Oh, I put Thassa's Bounty in there by accident. So if we wanted to play these 3 cards, I think we could at least take out 1 boon. I really just don't like Disciple, to be honest. I'm gonna take Disciple out. That seems weak, but Disciple just doesn't. I don't want it. That's probably wrong, but looking at our deck, I don't really want it. And honestly, I don't think we need Flesh Mad Steed. So we are low on creatures. However, like, our creature count is not the highest, which is something to maybe if we play Disciple and Flesh Mad Steed, I think, let's just take these out. Let's put all of our non-creature spells below our creatures and just see what spells we have. Because the problem with Whip is like Whip's good, but I mean, if you don't have enough creatures to support it, then it's just not. It's not very good. Like, maybe we don't actually want to play like the Ordeal. Like, I mean, we do want ways to target our guys. Like, these are. Maybe we probably don't need to play this red splash, but it's really hard to pass up. Right? Like, do I just cut the red? Cut the Unicorn and play like the Fleshmat Steed, the Disciple, and the Bronze Sable. I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it. We got some good sideboard options, though. I like our sideboard. If we're playing a lot, like we got these for a sideboard. If we want to play March the Return, if we want to play the long game, play Boon. If we're playing like an aggressive beatdown strategy. I think because we have Read the Bones, I think this is fine. And we got good value off some of our bestows. We got a really good early game. I really like our, our 1 to 3 drops, and then we got like a late game. We got a bomb. We got these can finish a game. I think I'm gonna play it like this. I know we are low on creatures. That whip is a little bit worse. We got double blue, double black, but I think we're probably gonna play. We'll probably play 2 mountains. Play 2 mountains and what's that? 9/6. I mean, that's probably fine. We do need double blue for dissolve, but it's not like we need it turn 3 necessarily. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and whether or not you'd splash this red and play the unicorn. Like, if I wasn't playing red, I probably wouldn't play the unicorn. If you would just, run like these 3 cards over the unicorn and the two removal spells. But I actually kind of like this build. I don't know if I want to play Unknown Shores. Let's take out a mountain and a swamp. And try the Unknown Shores. I've never actually played Unknown Shores, and I just want to test them out. Like, it is gonna hurt us a bit with like the Freakus Cure and like our double spells, but it's not like we have that many. Like, we can function off 1 of each color, and I just want to try them out. It gives us, yeah, this is good. This is good. Let's run her like this and see how it works out for us. All right, we'll see you guys for round 1.